GRIN disorder usually is onset at birth. It's genetic, and sometimes it can be just one letter in the 6 billion letters of human DNA that has a spelling error, and as a result, that can have a tremendous impact on someone's life.
According to the GRIN Foundation, GRIN disorder is part of a larger family of genetic diseases with symptoms including developmental delay, intellectual disability, autism, speech deficiency, inability to walk, seizures, and feeding difficulties. Kason Dedmon was diagnosed with GRIN 1 at just 2 years old. Only a couple hundred babies are born with that variant each year in the U.S. The Mansfield boy spent his entire life confined to a wheelchair, unable to walk or speak. But he touched the hearts of everyone he met with his smile. You'd never guess by the giggles and grins that Kimberly, Keith Allen, and baby brother Kane are missing a big piece of their family.
The day they took Kason, I told Keith Allen that if it wasn't for Kane, that they'd be taking me with it.
The Dedmons' lives changed forever in late 2016 when Kimberly was 7 months pregnant with their first son, Kason. A 4D ultrasound discovered excess fluid on his brain.
You know, they told us he wouldn't survive birth. If he did, he would be a complete vegetable.
After his birth on December 19th, 2016, an MRI confirmed Kason was missing half his brain. He would later also be diagnosed with GRIN 1.
In my eyes, he was perfect.
Keith Allen had to perform CPR on his infant son at just 3 months old. And that was the first of many scares.
You'd wake up every single day and you didn't know anything. It's like starting all over with a brand new baby every day.
Kason didn't have any seizures for the first year of his life, but once they started, they didn't stop.
The seizures, we knew that he would eventually come out of it, but the respiratory stuff that was to follow was terrifying.
He would be hospitalized more than 30 times in less than 6 years and eventually needed in-home nursing to care for his many symptoms, including being unable to walk or speak and using a feeding tube.
He didn't play by the rules. He surprised you every day.
But if we could make any of his days just a little bit better, that I was in.
But no matter the struggles, Kason and his family kept on smiling.
If he can smile every single day, what in the world do I have to be upset about?
He could turn a frown upside down.
He was his own kind of perfect.
He never failed to grin and look around when he heard our voices.
In August 2022, Kason hit a major milestone, going to school for the first time.
I really never thought that he would make it to kindergarten. And I know that sounds morbid, but given what we were told, I really wasn't sure if he would make it.
Mansfield Elementary made special accommodations for Kason, making sure he could be in a regular classroom just like every other student.
He was part of us. The children accepted him.
That's why the day he died was even more of a shock for everyone in his life. Kason was thriving. He wasn't sick. He'd been in school for a week. But then on the morning of August 22nd, he didn't wake up.
The day that I got the call, it was early in the morning, and it was really it. I was like, how could today be it?
Wait a minute, this can't be real. It was so surreal.
Never in a million years did I ever think that I was going to come in here and find my son, but I wouldn't bring him back.
Keith Allen and Kimberly know Kason is now free, able to walk and talk, and no longer in pain.
Now that he's gone, I know that you really never know the value of a moment until it's a memory.
Now they're working to keep that memory alive through a memorial scholarship fittingly named Kason's Big GRIN to support local high school seniors pursuing a career in medicine.
Our goal is, I know it's very slim, but we have pretty good odds with rare things. If they were to go into medical research, then just some way, somehow, hopefully, they would end up going into finding a cure for GRIN.
According to the GRIN Foundation, that is on the horizon.
We think that it is curable. We're at this amazing point in research where I believe that all kinds of different genetic disorders are going to find cures in the next few years, and that's partly because of genetic-based medicines.
While a treatment or cure will be too late for the Dedmon family, they still want to help others.
They wake up and they change the world every single day.
And their world is changing yet again. Less than a month after Kason's passing, Kimberly and Keith Allen found out they're expecting. Zadie Mae Lynn is due in July, just weeks before the anniversary of her big brother's death.
Whenever we found out she was a girl, I knew immediately that Kason had told God to send Mom and Daddy a baby girl.
There's no doubt Kane and Zadie will know who their big brother was, how he changed lives and raised awareness, all with a grin.
He could bring you so much joy in such a little encounter. Look deeper, because they give you so much more than you can give them.
I guess it just makes me appreciate God's promise even more, you know, because I mean, he does promise us for eternity, you know, like we will see Kason again. So, and the next time I see him, he'll know who I am.
He will. Scholarship applications are due by March 31st, and at this time it's only open to high school seniors from Mansfield or Waldron. The first recipients will be announced by the end of April. If you'd like to contribute to Kason's Big Grin, you can donate at any Today's Bank in the River Valley or Northwest Arkansas. And for more information about the GRIN Foundation, there's a link in this story at 5newsonline.com.